Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is the day, oh my gosh, today is such an exciting day. We are launching the True Beauty BK Beauty palette on bkbeauty.com. So I really wanted you guys to get a chance to see this video and kind of see different tutorials and looks with it that might better help you decide if it's a palette you want to pick up. Okay, take a deep breath. I am so excited for today. Today, Paul and I were talking last night, and we were like, because we're actually getting the palettes delivered today. They are coming to our home today, which is crazy. I'm obviously filming this in advance, right? I'm filming this about a week in advance. And it's just crazy because we have been working on this. I mean, our first conversation with our development team was, I think, September of 2019. So it has been well over a year in the making in creating this palette. We revised and reworked on the formula on several of the specific shades in here multiple times to get it just right. And so it just feels like such a surreal moment that we are going live today, that people can actually, I'm shaking, that people can actually pick this up and purchase it, and we are going to ship it to them. Oh, it's just surreal today. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's here. I wanted to create a video using this palette. I'm gonna share with you several different tutorials in this video, so you're gonna see so many different ways to wear this palette. In every single look in this video, I only use the True Beauty BK Beauty palette. So I didn't use any other brow highlights or eyeliner shadows or anything. I used just BK Beauty shadows. Of course, I use an eyeliner or something, but I didn't want to incorporate any other shadows into these looks because I wanted you to see what complete looks you can get just using this palette. So full details, it will be available at 9 a.m. Central on bkbeauty.com. That's the only place you can get it. It'll retail for $45 on the website. I will include some swatches here so you guys can kind of see the palette up close. This is what the palette looks like. Very neutral. It leans a little warm. There is this fun pop of color here, which I am wearing today. Purple is my favorite pop of color to wear, and I think it's a beautiful color on every skin tone. And I really love this shade particularly because you can wear it on its own like this, but you can also layer this over any of these shades here, any of these three shades here, and it does the most beautiful little magic trick. And I'm going to show you in this video some tutorials of where you can wear that, because if I wanted this palette to be something that you could wear every single shade in. I have so many palettes where there's maybe 1 or 3 different shades that I never touch. I didn't want that to be the case with this palette. So even if you look at this shade and you're like, oh, I won't wear that one, I'm going to show you how you can wear it. So without further ado, I think I covered all the questions. I'll have all the details in the description box too, because I'm sure I'm leaving something out and I'll realize it after I edit this video. But I want to, before we get into the tutorials, I want to thank you guys so much for making this possible. I mean, I have gratitude every day for you all in this community and allowing me to do what I do. I couldn't do this. I know I just said this in my last video, but I could not do this without you. Without you guys viewing my videos, commenting, none of this would be possible. I would just be here in my room by myself uploading videos for no one to watch. None of this would be possible. And I'm grateful for that every single day. I think when we launch a new product, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude because it just feels like a dream. This just feels like a dream, a wild dream. I can't believe that I get to do this. And so for that, thank you. Thank you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the tutorials. So first we're going to start with the shade Love, and we're going to take the BK Beauty 201 brush and we're going to work that in the outer corner and into the crease back and forth for a soft wash of color. Next, we're going to take the shade Kate, and we're going to take the BK Beauty 203 brush, and we're going to load it up on the side of the brush, and we're going to pack it all over the eyelid from the inner corner to the center of the lid to meet that shade Love. Next, we're going to take the shade Brooklyn, and we're going to stick with the BK Beauty 203 brush, and we're going to pop a little bit of that just in the inner corner of the eyelid to brighten that inner corner up a bit. Very subtle, but important. Next, we're going to take the shade Kind Vibes with the BK Beauty 202 brush, and we're going to work that into the outer corner and into the crease. It's going to add a little bit of depth to the look and tone down a little bit of that warmth in the outer corner. Next, we're going to take the BK Beauty 207 brush and we're going to pick up the shade Grace, and we're going to work that all over the lower lash line from the outer corner into the inner corner. This brush is going to give it a nice, soft, diffused effect. Very soft, blended. Next, we're going to take a black liner and we're going to tight line the upper lash line. And then we're going to take it and run it just on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Next, we're going to take the shade Dream with the BK Beauty 204 brush, and we're going to smoke out the lower inner rim waterline with that shade. Basically just go over the black liner to kind of soften it a bit. Next, we're going to take a brightening pencil for the inner rim waterline. Next, we're going to take the shade Brooklyn with the BK Beauty 205, and we're going to work that under the eyebrow for a brow bone highlight. We're going to do a couple of coats of mascara. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like with just mascara. Then next, we're going to pop on lashes so you can see what it looks like with lashes. This is the look that I'm wearing in the intro of the video. So for the next look, look 2, we're going to take the shade Beam, and I'm actually using the face brush, the BK Beauty 108 face brush all over the lid. Then next I'm taking the shade Love with the 201, and I'm working that in the outer V into the eyelid. This look is definitely the more kind of simple of the 4 looks that I'm sharing today, kind of a great everyday look, very quick and easy. So I'm working that on the outer corner, but I'm really kind of blending it to most of the lid except the inner corner. Next, I'm going to take the shade Grace, and I'm using the 202 tapered crease brush, and I'm working that onto the lid and into the crease. This adds some warmth and deepens the shade up a bit. Next, I'm taking the shade Brooklyn, and I'm going to stick with the 202 brush just to keep things simple. And I'm going to pack that onto the inner corner of the eyelid. You can see that that brightens it up, but it blends in really nicely with the shade Love and Grace. Next, I'm taking a black eyeliner and I'm tight lining the eye just to give some definition at the lash line. Next, I'm taking a bronze eye crayon from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just running that across the lower lash line. Next, we're going to take the BK Beauty 207 brush, and I'm just going to run it directly on top of that product to soften it and smoke it out a bit. And for this look, I'm going to skip the lashes, and I'm just going to show you lash primer and mascara. This look you could certainly pop on lashes with, but I wanted to show you what this has kind of been my go-to everyday look. Very simple, pulled together, polished, but not a lot of brushes, not a lot of fuss, just very simple. For look 3, we're taking the BK Beauty 108 brush again, and we're picking up the shade Beam, and we're basically applying this all over the lid and underneath the brow. Next, we're going to pick up the shade Kind Vibes with the BK Beauty 201 brush, and we're going to work that into the crease, back and forth, to give a nice kind of wash of that kind of dusty lilac color into the crease. Next, we're going to take the shade Glow, and we are using the BK Beauty 203 brush, and we loaded up the side of that brush, and we are packing that color all over the inner corner and the center of the eyelid to meet that shade Kind Vibes. Just packing it on. This is a really beautiful kind of chocolate brown. Next, we're taking the shade Brooklyn, and we're taking the BK Beauty 207 brush, and we're going to pop that into the inner corner, specifically concentrating on the lower part of the inner corner. That's going to give a little bit of brightness and highlight to the eye. Then we're going to take the 202 brush and the shade Dream, and we're going to work that into the outer corner and the outer corner V to really add some dimension to this look. You can notice we're concentrating that mainly in the outer corner. We're not really taking it into the crease. Next, we're going to take the shade Kind Vibes with the BK Beauty 204 brush, and we're going to smoke that onto the lower lash line, really concentrating on the outer corner and kind of blending that in to meet that shade Brooklyn. Then we're taking the black liner and tight lining the eye. We're picking up the shade Queen with the 204, and we're just basically smoking out the upper lash line to give some depth at the root of the lashes, taking some mascara and coating the lashes. You guys will see this look with mascara, and then I'll also show you what this looks with lashes as well. And here is what it looks like with lashes, which I think lashes just really pulled this look together, glam it up a bit. I think this is one of my favorite looks of the four. So for look 4, we're starting with the shade Beam, and we're using the 205 brush by BK Beauty underneath the brow bone to kind of set and highlight. Then we're taking the shade Love with a 201 brush, and we're working that back and forth into the crease to kind of start with our transition shade. Next, we're taking the shade Kind Vibes with the BK Beauty 202 brush, and we are starting in the outer corner, building it and just blending it into the crease, but really concentrating most of that color in the outer corner. Then we're taking the shade Ambition with the BK Beauty 203 brush. We are loading that brush up and packing it onto the eyelid. We're keeping that inner corner bare because we're going to go in there with another shade, but we want to pack on lots of pink, so you see that really beautiful rose gold pink onto the lid. We're going to take the shade Brooklyn with the 203 brush, and we're going to pack that into the inner corner to brighten and kind of make that pink blend into the inner corner without looking so pink, if that makes sense. Next, we're going to take the 207 brush and the shade Beauty, and we're going to concentrate that in the outer V. This is going to give some depth to the outer corner. It's also going to warm it up a bit because that has got quite a bit of red undertones to it. We're going to just really pack that on with the 207. Then we're going to take the shade Love with the BK Beauty 204 brush, and we're going to smoke that into the lower lash line. That's kind of going to be our base. We are going to go and add some more depth to the lower lash line, but we want to start with a little lighter shade. So we're going to add that depth by grabbing the shade Queen. We're going to stick with the BK Beauty 204 brush, and we're going to concentrate Queen on the outer corner and work our way halfway on the lower lash line. We're going to take our black liner and tight line our upper lash line. This is just going to create the illusion of having a thicker lash line root, really. Then we're going to take a liquid liner and we are going to line the upper lash line, and we're going to create a really subtle wing effect with this liner. Add a little bit of drama to this look. Then we're going to add the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. These are my favorite lashes. Pop those on, and we are going to finish this look with taking an inner rim brightening pencil and lining the inner rim. It just adds a little bit of glam to this look, and that is it. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed these 4 tutorials. And that wraps up this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you love this palette as much as I do. Again, 9 a.m. Central, it will be available on bkbeauty.com. I will leave a link right here for you to shop it. It'll retail for $45. It is cruelty-free and vegan. What else? I don't know. I think that's all I got. Check the description box for all the details, anything I missed. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Bye-bye.